how's it going? You guys, Damocles here, and today, by popular demand, we are talking about Venusaur. I'm going to be going over my Venusaur build and how I choose to play it, because way back when, I was not really big on Venusaur, and now I'm starting to come around after the recent buffs, and just after getting some more playtime, I'm really enjoying this character. It has some weaknesses, but it also has some really big, strong points, so I want to talk about those. As always, if you like this content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out, and it's totally free. And at 20k subs, Nintendo eShop gift card giveaway. Also, I'm now a member of Team Shiny, so if you want any dope Team Shiny merch, like a new Tyranitar t-shirt or something like that, make sure you hit the Merchland link in the description and help your boy out monetarily if you feel like it. But as for Venusaur, Venusaur is actually really nasty at poke. If you have never played a MOBA before, poke is essentially being able to deal damage to the enemy team from a long distance without taking damage yourself. Like, you're poking them down, you're gradually trying to reduce their HP from far away so that they can't fight you. And I am currently playing it in the jungle because I like playing everything in the jungle. It allows me to exert my influence over the map a little bit more and help out lanes that might need some help, and it lets me get a little bit farther ahead. So that's why I'm playing in the jungle right now. I just finished my jungle clear, and Bulbasaur's early game is not that great, but Razor Leaf is pretty strong. I think I can't remember, but I think they took my top camp, so I didn't hit level 5 off of the first clear, which is Sludge Bomb, and Sludge Bomb is really insane early game and throughout the course of the game. After the recent buffs, Sludge Bomb is just super strong. Like, the slow that it provides, the special defense reduction, makes it a really powerful early game tool, and especially when it comes to ganking, it makes it so people cannot escape from your ganks. I misplay here. I should have eject buttoned out, but I really wanted to kill, and so I end up getting, actually Snorlax got that, so it's not really worth for me, but I am far ahead now, and once I clear my jungle again, I'm going to have Solar Beam pretty early on in the game, which allows me to really exert some influence as Venusaur. But what I was saying before is Sludge Bomb, and we're going to be going Sludge Bomb and Solar Beam, because I'm going for a sniper build here, a poke build, and because I think that's just Venusaur's best bread and butter skill set. I don't think the close range skill set is anywhere near as good, and I would not recommend playing it. I'm running Shell Bell, no, I'm running Special Attack Specs, Wise Glasses, and Energy Amplifier, excuse me. And you might be thinking, Energy Amplifier, that's weird. It's because I really want that high sniper damage profile on Venusaur, right? I don't want to, I'm not going to be in the middle of the fights, ideally, and, the ult isn't going to be coming off cooldown a super large amount. If I need to rely on Buddy Barrier for, shields or something, I'm probably already screwed because Venusaur should not be in close range. But what Energy Amplifier does is it makes it so when you go and you're using its Unite move, it makes it a lot easier to snipe people, and the amount of damage that the Unite move does is actually really high, and using that increased burst damage makes it really easy to steal objectives and to snipe out potential kills or really nuke down the enemy team. You see, we just landed a nice Solar Beam there. But that's why I use Energy Amplifier. I think it's really, it's just a really nice complement to the poke skill set on Venusaur. And you might be thinking, man, he's spending a lot of time in lane, and it's because the oppressiveness of Sludge Bomb and Solar Beam, especially if you're ahead in levels a little bit, is really hard to deal with if you're the enemy team, right? If I'm in melee range and I'm running onto their tower, they have some kind of protection, right? They can fight back. But if I'm 10 feet away from them and I'm hitting them with solar beams and I'm lowering their special defense and not allowing them to heal with the sludge bomb, not allowing them to move with the sludge bomb, there's nothing that they can do. So even though I'm not super hard farming my jungle right now, I'm preventing them from being able to get any farm at all, period. And that is a really big part of playing Venusaur, is denying people experience. You can go and you can basically snipe any kind of objective, any kind of wild Pokemon camp with that Solar Beam, and it's going to really hurt their bottom line when it comes to experience-wise. It's going to put them very far behind, and you just need to constantly be thinking of that. This game, I am really petty with my Unite moves, I'm not going to lie, because this Charizard kept going after me, and I was like, dude, I'm not gonna let you get away. So I think I Unite moved this Charizard, no joke, like 3 times this entire game. Like just every Unite move, I use it on this Charizard. So it's not the best example, but yeah, like Venusaur, the way that you generally want to play it is using that Sludge Bomb, not just throwing it on top of the enemy, but use it as a area denial tool, because Sludge Bomb's cooldown is basically the duration of the Sludge Bomb itself, so you can constantly use it. And as soon as the actual Sludge Bomb AoE disappears, the cooldown is back up and you can throw it. So what you want to do is you want to position it in a way that your enemy is going to have to walk through it, not just that it's going to be on top of them, because if you land it and they're right in the middle of it, they only have to take 2 steps to actually, get out of it, right? And they're 2 slow steps because they're slowed. But if you put them on the edge of it instead, and they have to walk through the entire actual radius of the the entire radius of the circle, it makes it a lot more oppressive to deal with. And you're going to see me do that a couple times here, where I will try and toss it behind them, or I'll try and toss it in front of them so that they have to go through the entire duration of it. It just really, it really plays a huge difference in your survivability as Venusaur. I go AFK here for 5 seconds, I promise, because my Grubhub was at the door, but no big deal. And here I believe Snorlax hits a really nice wall that lets me get some nasty poke out, and you can see I'm not anywhere near them. I'm just trying to slowly poke them down with the Sludge Bomb and the Solar Beam, like slowly chip away at them. And here I go, this Charizard thinks he's got me, and I'm like, nah son, I'm gonna drop everything on you, and we just nuke him back to the Stone Age, send him back to his Pokeball, right? But you want to be constantly dealing that poke damage. You don't want to be in melee range, and if you're in melee range, you're gonna have a bad time, like straight up. But if you're able to stay along the outside, the amount of damage you can output is super, super, super oppressive. Because nobody can actually hit you back. Like Charizard has to fully commit to me, because if he just sits outside, or she just sits outside of my range, they're gonna get poked down. And as you get Solar Beam Plus and Sludge Bomb Plus, it only gets worse, because Solar Beam's cooldown goes to 5 seconds. And here you can see, like, I just decimate them. They're trying to hit the Rotom. They can't defend this because I am literally off screen from them, hitting them with Solar Beams and Sludge Bombs, and they can't get away. I think I might get a triple off of this if Charizard stays. And it's just so oppressive. And we get the Rotom, and I score here. And it's just like, that's how you want to be playing Venusaur constantly, is just be on the outside. And you can see what looks like the start of a poke composition in Pokemon Unite here, where I'm throwing out Sludge Bombs, Gardevoir is throwing out their movements, and when someone gets close, the other person is using their CC to keep them at bay, and we're just slowly chunking them down to the point where, like, they can no longer engage, right? And so as the game progresses and as the roster grows, you're going to see poke compositions where your entire team is going to be centered around, like, having protecting a Venusaur and a Gardevoir from the enemy team and allowing them to do their damage while disengaging. You're going to see those come into light a lot more as the roster grows. I promise you. I promise you. So right now it's a little tricky, because you have to play a lot better, because you are at such, you're very vulnerable at close range. But if you have teammates that are able to keep people off of you, like, you can really mess people up and put teams way far behind. I mean, I'm level 14 Venusaur now, and it's because we just go and we're constantly taking their camps, we're constantly taking the objectives. And even if I go and, like, say they're on Dreadnought, I don't have to go and fight Dreadnought. I can just go and try and yank it with my Solar Beam. I can try and yank it with my Unite move, and there's nothing that they can do about it because I'm so far away. And you can see here, I don't throw my Sludge Bomb on top of the enemy team. I throw it in the corridor where they're trying to escape, or where they're trying to engage on me, so that they have only one way of actually moving. Right? And, like, people don't understand how powerful that is in these games. Like, the slow and the special defense reduction plays a huge role in how successful you're going to be in these games. And I hope that this game, they surrendered a little bit early, but I hope that this game kind of showcases how you want to be playing Venusaur. You want to be oppressively poking people down when they're on tower. Try and steal every single camp that you possibly can. Don't let them get into range. I really, really enjoy Energy Amplifier on this just because of that added increased chance of stealing objectives. Like if you're in solo queue and you want to go and mess around with some different picks, you could go and try to go with like a Venusaur where if you're constantly losing games to Zapdos, maybe you just try and steal Zapdos every single game, or you try and steal Dreadnought every single game. You know what I mean? You just sit on the outside, wait for the enemy team to commit, and then go and hit him with your Unite move or hit him with your Solar Beam. But that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you like this content. I hope you like this video. Please consider like, comment, subscribing, and make sure you join my Discord if you have any questions or concerns. I'm usually pretty responsive on there. And yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Damocles out.